Let's do it. Let's see where the plot takes us.
Let's get to work.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking
The
about.
real plot now, not that introductory mission. Here we go. No, there's the kid.
Well, this the dump you brought Keiko-chan to?
It is! So could you please just let me go?
Not a chance. You get a front row seat for when your boss shows up.
What are you, crazy? He'd murder me on the spot! Then he'd murder you two for dessert!
Huh. He's that scary, huh?
Yes, actually. Not to mention all his boys.
All the more reason to put him in his place. Pricks like that need to learn how to treat a lady.
Agreed. Oh,
Oh,
hold on.
controller's vibrating. The controller vibrates when your phone vibrates.
Sugiura.
Really? Could he choose a worse fucking time? Talk about a buzzkill.
Hey there. You miss me?
Jeez, it's been what, half a year? Everything good over there?
Oh, he's the parkour
Well,
dude from the
got
first
some
game.
good news of my own I wanted to give you, man. Tsukumo-kun and I have our very own detective agency.
What?
Wait, are you saying you started a detective agency? Meaning now you're a detective?
Yep, got our own office and everything. It's in Yokohama. Didn't want to muscle in on your turf.
Man, I don't know what to say. Oh, and by Tsukumo, you mean...
The one and only. At least, the only one I know. Thought his hacking might give us an edge.
Oh, the hacker from the first game. Cool.
Never figured he and I were on the same wavelength about stuff.
So he won't be in the net cafe this time.
Anyway, we got a pretty big case. And to be honest, we're in a little over our heads. So that got me thinking, why don't we call up the pros so they can show us how it's done?
Do you need an answer right away? We're in the middle of the usual.
Oh yeah? More sneaky shit?
Yep, I'll tell you all about it later.
Oh, come on. Give me just a hint.
Haha. You don't
Sorry,
go.
buddy.
You all set? Huh. Then let's roll.
Hung up on his ass. I guess we'll be interacting with them later in the game. Very nice. Shout out to McLove MC, who just became a channel supporter. That means we're at a new record high. 287 supporters. Thank you guys so much for that. Appreciate that.
Kosuke, care to explain what the fuck's going on?
It's, not what you think.
We're here on account of a woman named Keiko Hamada. She says she's been threatened by an illegitimate business.
Oh, I see. You're the guy who had this dipshit's phone.
Yagami Detective Agency. At your service.
Yagami Detective? Yo, wait a sec. You the kid Matsugane-san took in?
There, you see? I told you people have heard of us.
Huh.
As for me, the name's Kaito. Used to wear the Matsugane myself.
Oh, I've heard plenty about you. You're a real celebrity, buddy.
A man's gotta have a reputation, right?
Masaharu Kaito. Ugly as an ape and just as dumb. Lets an amateur thief get the drop on him, then forks over the family safe. Yeah, you're a real legend.
Don't talk like you were there, jackass. You want an ape? I'm about to go ape shit here.
Come on, man. Don't give him what he wants.
Fuckhead.
Now that we're past introductions, we're here to get Keiko-san's money.
Some quick shout-outs here. Chocobogo tipped me $1.50 saying that he got Judgment paying it at the same pace as me and really enjoying it. It's good so far, definitely. Thank you for that. Gothi Senpai upgraded their membership to an Ultra membership, which is the highest level of membership you can get. It helps the most. Thank you so much, Gothi Senpai. I appreciate that. Quick reminder, best way to support the channel is by tipping, but I appreciate any kind of support. Memberships and super chats help long term. So thank you. Okay.
And we'll be tacking on our fee on top of that. Just business. I'm sure you understand.
Hear that, boys? The detectives come to collect. You know the best part of breaking ranks with the Tojo clan? The freedom. Yeah. No more paying cuts to guys upstairs. Makes us even tougher. And guess what I spent the cash on? The walls. This is damn good soundproofing. Meaning whatever goes on inside, stays inside. You'll find out just how convenient that is.
You hear that, Kaito-san? He says we're free to cut loose.
Oh, yeah. Best news I've heard all day. I'm gonna open up a can.
Oh, come on.
Hey, hold that thought a minute.
Greetings, Yagamishi. Did Sugiurashi call you a second ago?
He did, but look, Tsukumo, now's really not a good time.
Oh, so you really are just busy? He said you hung up on him, so I wanted to make sure.
Oh my
He didn't
god.
offend you, did he? I'd hate to think he upset you, you know? But if so, we didn't mean it. On behalf of both of us, I offer my profuse apologies.
Yep, no offense taken, man.
But you see my point, right? Sugiurashi and I are a team. Our actions reflect on each other. Any responsible member of a company, I mean, any responsible member of society, it's a matter of respect.
Okay, I get the picture. We'll continue this later.
Okay, but when is later? Should I call you back? If you have an estimate, I can set a timer. That way I'll know when it's convenient.
He won't shut up.
Right, where did we leave off?
You gotta be shitting me.
Yeah, pretty lame talk.
That's it. You jokers are dead meat.
Alright. Skills enhance your playstyle, improve your arsenal by buying skills from the menu, right? Launched him. Smash! Very nice. Miyako. Charge that one up. Nice. Whoa! I grabbed him with my foot. That was sick. I did a throw with B, but he actually grabbed him with his foot and tossed him with the throw animation. That was sweet. Very nice. Thank you, Karamu, for the super chat.
I just wanted to thank the both of you for all you've done.
I'm just glad to hear they got your money back. These two are something, huh?
Oh, yes. I don't know how I could possibly repay them.
Don't worry about it. Besides, those thugs paid our service fee and then some.
Nice of them to eat the cost, huh?
Beg your pardon?
Oh, nothing.
I take it all back.
Nah.
Anyway, what happened to the crooks?
If they're smart, they're skipping town. Doubt they'd reopen after how bad we wrecked the place. As for Kosuke, I made sure to tip his college off about his little side business. Should help him rethink his life choices. So I'd say this case is closed.
Well, I've sure learned my lesson. It's a scary world out there.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. From now on, I choose the place when meeting boys online. And I should probably change dating apps while I'm at it.
That's your big takeaway? Really, Keiko-chan? You're laying this all on the app, not the sketchy internet dudes.
Oh, I don't think so at all. Plenty of people these days meet their match online.
It's true, Kaito-san. Apparently that's a thing now.
You see, if you don't seize the opportunity when it knocks, it won't be just the times that leave you behind.
Fine, fine. Hear you loud and clear.
So that's the introductory mission complete. Cool. Now we probably get to the real plot, which is that cop being framed for groping.
Saori-san and Hoshino-kun sure are taking their sweet time.
Now that you mention it, they should have left the courtroom a while ago.
Maybe they stopped for a quickie somewhere.
There's nothing between those two. Nothing real, anyway. These old eyes can tell that much.
Wisdom comes with age, huh?
Damn right it does. And I've got more than you kids on both counts.
You talking about Matsugane-san?
Yep. The lawyer and the Yakuza. Best of both worlds. Though we came from different backgrounds, we were brothers in arms. Both trying to make it in Kamurocho. You two ought to visit his grave every now and again.
We will.
That goes without saying.
Well, I guess we should get going.
I guess so.
Thanks for having us on such short notice. Oh, and give the two lovebirds our regards.
All rise.
Achievement. The game is afoot. Resolve Kaiko's dilemma. That's the intro. Intro complete.
The court is prepared to issue its verdict. The sentence for the defendant, Akihiro Ihara,
The sentence? Wait, I thought...
is 6 months of penal servitude.
6 months.
He's getting prison time for his first offense? Isn't it usually just probation in cases like this?
Because it's a setup.
I'm sure his attitude didn't help the situation. From the start, the evidence was stacked against him, and all he did was deny it.
If that will be all, we can proceed with the court's rationale. The defendant may be seated.
Uh-oh.
You'd rather hear this standing up?
Your Honor, in a warehouse, about 3 days ago, a body turned up in Yokohama. Oh, maybe you hadn't heard that.
What?
What the hell?
Here we go.
What is he talking about?
I don't know.
I'll take that as a no. In that case, make sure you pass this along to the Kanagawa police. They'll want to know that the body belongs to a guy named Hiro Mikoshiba. 4 years ago, this man took my son from me by driving him to commit suicide. He deserved to die 1,000 times, but he was never even accused of a crime. No, he just went on with his
Yeah,
life.
he's like, shut the fuck up. What's
The
going
law
on?
let him walk. An utterly broken system.
Order in the court. The defendant shall refrain from making such outbursts. Defense, do you have an explanation for the meaning of this?
Your Honor, well...
So did he kill the guy? Or does he know who did? Was he involved and now he's getting framed for something? Right?
How's that for an honest day's work? I just want to go put my feet up in the office.
Sounds like a plan. I need to get back to Sugiura, too. He was telling us about a big job.
You mean a big job for us?
Yeah, down in Yokohama. By the way, Sugiura and Tsukumo, they're detectives now.
Those two detectives? Good one, Todd. Wait, you serious?
This game is absolute bullshit. It's like it's designed to eat your money.
Man, what a fucking scam!
Fuck this. I'm beyond pissed. I need to unload on someone's face.
Hell yeah, dude. Why don't we go give some asshole a game over?
You know I'm always down.
I see the local punks are as cheerful as always. It's hilarious. I better not stick it out. I better not stick out. These guys are looking for any excuse to pick a fight. So it's explaining that, you know, random people will be fighting you in the streets, and it says sometimes you'll encounter an unusually powerful enemy. These are denoted with the purple icon. Okay. Got it. So you're going to want to be fighting. The red ones are okay, but the purples are kind of dicey. Gotcha. All right. Someone asked, how hot is it today? It's pretty hot. It's 71 degrees outside in full sun. That means in this office right now, it's probably around 80 degrees. I do have the fan on full blast. I don't have the air conditioner anymore. So I am kind of hot today. It is what it is. It's actually one of the rarest hotter days in the fall. Actually, within a very small amount here of time, it's going to be only in the 70s or lower. Actually, it says right now outside it's 75 degrees. My bad. It's actually 75 outside, which means it's probably about 80, 85 here. But within about a week, we're going to go down to the 60s and rain, and that's it. And then pretty much no more heat for the rest of the fall, I think. So, yeah, I am a little overheated today. There's not much I can do about it besides, you know, tough it out, and it's all good. It's all good. Okay. All right, so we can continue now, since someone asked. I am hydrating. If you haven't noticed, Gotti-senpai, I'm drinking a lot of water today to hydrate. Battle rewards, of course, yes, you will get experience, but also you can get rewards for killing certain amounts of enemies and stuff. There's like a checklist in your menu where you get bonus rewards, right? Derek says the opposite for him. It's actually raining very heavily there. Huh. Okay. All right. The pros of getting drunk.
Let's hit it.
Drink to your health. Consuming alcohol will increase your drunkenness, and the EX gauge charges faster when you're drunk. So now I'm wondering, now do you think we could do the side quest? So let's find out. Is there someone to talk to in the children's park now? No, but there's an item. Look. There's another item. There's another cigarette butt. Mules could have lucky effects that give you bonuses. I see. I guess at this point we'll just kind of walk around. And where are we headed for the main story? Is it marked? Down there. We'll head down there, and on the way we'll see if we run into anything random. But right now it doesn't look like you can do any side content yet, right? You got all the green words. You go look at them, you can't interact with them. So, okay. All right. Derek says I was watching your Soma playthrough. I had no idea it took place in Toronto. I don't remember that it took place in Toronto. I know it took place in space, but I didn't know that it took place in Toronto. Oh my god, it's freaking Anime Alley. Holy shit. There's some random enemies. Let's fight them. Here we go. Oops. Nice. A swinging spin.
Really, guys?
Your controller batteries are low. Well, shit. I do have the other battery charged if I need it today. There's some random guys. I was taking the wrong way. Oh, here we go. Look at this combo attack. Oh, this is sick. Oh, double knee lift. Beautiful double knee lift finish. Very nice.
Waste.
What a waste of time. What a waste of life. A bunch of assholes. More. Hold on. Got stunned. I've been stunned. Oh man, these guys are hitting me with stun attacks. Drop some money. Come here. Oh my god, it's so huge. Oh, I missed. How'd I miss? I missed with that giant sign. Alright, Guts, it sounds good. He says he might or might not be able to make it tonight for Kena. Or, excuse me, Kenna. I was pronouncing it incorrectly for like a year. It's all good if you can't be here live. You can always watch on demand. That's why I always upload the videos. Who wants some delicious food? The beef zone. It's all health food. Welcome to the beef zone. Isn't this supposed to be the rare meat? Like, they don't cook it? It's all rare? I think so. Uncooked meat. Juicy fat. It goes good with secret sauce. What the fuck? Okay, you can't order more since your health will be full. Salted tongue. Yummy.
Starving.
And a delicious draft beer.
Pretty tasty. Thanks.
So actually, no, people are saying it's completely uncooked, maybe? So there's no, it's not cooked at all here. It's just completely, what do they call it? Tartare? Beef tartare. I remember that from the first game. Alright, I got my health back. Ooh! There's another Club Sega. Alright, we made it. Very cool.
This is the Yagami Detective Agency. I run the place with the help of my partner, an ex-Yakuza named Kaito. I wish I could say keeping this place afloat was smooth sailing. But the reality is, we'd be drowning if it weren't for the gigs we get from Genda-sensei.
He's
Not
got
like
a
we don't have
drone.
the technology. But when street smarts fail, most of the time we have to get physical. That happens a lot.
Alright. So just like in the first game, looks like there's various activities you can do. Music. Play some copyrighted music and get DMCA claimed if we want. Just the opening song of the game. That's all we have. We probably find more records throughout the game. Is this the Master System? It is, I think. Let's see what games are available. The Sega Master System. Okay. Select game. Alex Kidd in Miracle World. That's all we have? Oh, you have to find them? You must have to find the games. Press the start button. Alright. This is very exciting. The hell is that? I punched it in the ass. Punch a dinosaur in his butt and kill it. Oh, the money disappeared. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh! What is that? What the hell is that thing? Oh, it's an enemy! Oh! Okay. Fruits07 did a super chat. Said, glad you get surround sound on the Series X now. I do. It sounds great. I'm serious, the audio quality is really good right now. I'm definitely enjoying it. Punch the dinosaur in the face. Take the money. Oh, it's following me. Oh, no! Oh! Thank you to Fruits07 for the super chat. Let's get that on the leaderboard. I got owned. I sucked at that. I never played that before. I never played, and I didn't have the Master System, ever. The first Sega console I had was Genesis. So I didn't play any of those old school Sega games. I was absolutely god fucking awful. Hopefully we can find more games. Like I said, I think Sonic the Fighters is available. That was a Saturn game, I think. Can we change clothes? I don't know if I have any. Oh, you can decorate. Decorate the room. I wonder if I got any pre-order bonuses. No. I pre-ordered the game and I got the digital deluxe. I got nothing. 0. Wow. It's looking pretty empty, man. I don't know. Pretty drab and empty. Wasn't it in the last game as well? Couldn't you make the recipes from the woman who owns the building that you're renting? She'll leave you food? Because she was learning to cook, right? Yeah, I wonder if you could do that again.
Guess we can finally take a breather. Weren't you supposed to call Sugiura?
Who? Who the fuck's that?
I was, wasn't I? Crazy how he ended up in our line of work.
After seeing us in action, who could blame him?
Derek says that Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown will be in the game. Ah.
Yagami-san, everything okay over there?
Yeah, sorry, it's a long story. You were saying something about a big case?
Oh, yeah. Listen, man, you gotta come check out Yokohama. We've been getting jobs left and right down here. And if we can ace this case I've got lined up, we'll be the hottest detectives in town.
Oh, yeah? You sure it's a legit lead?
Hey, have some faith. Would I waste your time on a bad lead?
Just looking out for you, man.
Well, I do appreciate that. Then, should I save the details for when I see you?
Sure. When do you want us over?
Honestly, ASAP. Tomorrow if you can swing it. We're based in Ijincho. Look for an office that says Yokohama 99 on it. That's us. The real question is, you free on such short notice?
I love the music. But now my leg hurts. I slapped the shit out of it. Ah!
Schedule.
Ah!
Outside of today's shit, we haven't had work in weeks.
Ah, why'd they slap it so
Tell
hard?
them that they'll lower our cut, smart guy.
Ooh.
Oh, right. Guess we don't want to look desperate.
Ooh. I love this
sorry,
music.
Sugiura. Yeah, tomorrow works just fine.
Perfect. Man, this is gonna be so great. Oh, and Kaito-san's coming too, right?
He'll be there.
Sweet. See you guys soon then.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Sugiura said he'd give us the details when we get there.
Huh. Way to build the suspense.
Yokohama, though. Can't say I'm really familiar with that neck of the woods.
La la la, la la la.
Same here.
Now remember, Yokohama's
But you know
been in Yakuza before.
Kamurocho has been pretty tame lately. Maybe this is our chance to broaden our horizons.
Alright. So there's going to be 2 different city locations, much like in Yakuza 7. They're going to have 2 different locations you can go between. Oh, here we go, finally! After an hour and a half, we get the intro song. Here comes Content ID, here we go. Here we go now. Come on. Put your hands up. Get those hands up. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. The FCA clan. Oh shit, he's back too? The Yakuza guy from the first game's back. I wonder if everyone's gonna come back. All the returning characters? Got some new characters. The cop who's accused of groping. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Uh-oh. What's gonna go on? Looks like high school. Who the hell is that? Oh, look at this guy. Look at an anime intro. I love it. Oh, she's making her return. The other lawyer from the first game. Oh, yeah. Yes. Very nice riff. Nice. I love that, man. I love how it's like starting an anime. An epic anime. It's so well done. Chapter 1. Black Sheep. Starring Chris Farley. I wish it was starring Chris Farley. Rest in peace, man. All right, Rob on Wheels tipped $1.50. Said, you know, the vibe's not missed a beat. I love this. Me too. This is good shit. I'm again, just like the summer of 2019. This is going to be the fall of 2021 epic chill playthrough, man. I am digging it already. Yup, we're back. This is where we were in Yakuza 7. You're back to the same location, Yokohama. I recognize all this. Come on.
Yokohama 99's cross streets. Aw, it's not even close to Chinatown. So much for us getting a decent meal on this trip, huh?
Well, then how about on the way home we take ourselves a little detour? Maybe.
Tsukumo's place is way out there. Want to take a taxi?
I suppose we could. But why don't we hoof it? Yeah, we could see the sights.
I guess I'm on board with that.
I'm slapping my leg again. No, just stop. My leg's gonna explode. I like the music so much, I'm slapping the shit out of myself. Alright, so we're going on foot.
Let's hit it.
We're going on foot. Let's hit it. Sounds good. I get the feeling there's still no side content. Oh, we got another side conversation. It's a smoker's lounge. A sketchy DM on the chatter the other day. The chatter. That's what they call it in this game. The chatter. Okay, we're supposed to be going south, yet I'm not. I'm not paying any attention to the directions. So this is pretty bad to turn around. Here we go. Bum 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 bum. Look at that! Wow. Whoa, that looks cool, man. Pirates. Look at the lights. They decked it out for this game. Hell yeah, that's nice. Look at that. Haha. The T-Rex burger. It's Wet's Kitchen. Wet's Kitchen was a major part of the first game, remember? They had a crossover with a different fast food place, and you had to do the mission to like get the two places to work together. I don't know what a dinosaur has to do with Wet's Kitchen, but there it is. Very nice. Okay. Plague. Flog. Okay. Alright. Why? Oh. Cutscene. Okay, something's gonna happen.
Yo, hold up a sec, Doc. Nonsense over there.
Oh.
That's not what I said. What'd you call me? What the? Hey, what are you filming me for? Knock it off!
Chill out, man. Why do you care? I don't see anything that says I can't record here.
Enough! Stop!
Just give me a reason. You have one? It's a free country, isn't it?
Whoa! Hey! What gives? You just kicked my sign over!
Ah, that was the wind, man. A big old gust just came through, right?
Yeah, crazy. Just now it whooshed right over.
I told you! Put that down! Come on!
What are they assholes for? Why are they harassing this guy?
Fucks about people these days.
Yeah, what a bunch of dicks.
Agreed. So much for seeing the sights, huh?
Well, you're thinking what I'm thinking, aren't you?
Do you have to ask?
So, anything else you want to accuse us of? I'd say you must be losing it, Pops.
You goddamn brats!
I got that one. He called us goddamn brats. You picking on high schoolers, man?
No, I just don't want you loitering in front of my store. That's all I said, okay? So stop disturbing my customers.
That part's not gonna make the video.
Wow, is that one of those new smartphone models? May I?
What the hell?
Damn, the camera on this thing is amazing, man. Your parents buy it for you?
Crap, he kicked Sakaki down.
You must be seeing things, kid. Anyway, your smartphone's kind of dirty, don't you think?
Oh, my battery's died. Right in the middle of the good cutscene. All right, hold on. I got to swap out my rechargeable battery. Oh, I guess it really was pretty low. All right, hold on. Swap out here. I was enjoying that. Okay. Okay. on. It died completely. Alright. Nice of the game to tell you that before a scene starts and you can't control it, huh? Alright, there we go. Alright, ready? Let's resume.
Let me see.
Hey! Give me my phone back!
You want it back? I'll give it back, but only if you put this poor restaurant owner's sign back up first.
Asshole. You think you can fuck with us? We're gonna kick your ass!
What? How stupid can they be? Wow. Delinquent students. Alright, we have the snake style. When you use snake, snake style focuses on swift flowing strikes and counterattacks. Works especially well against those carrying weapons. To parry, you'll deflect an attack from any direction. You press left over right before an attack will land to deflect it. Disarm, remove the enemy's weapon. Grab an enemy with B, press it again when holding them. Press B once more with proper timing to successfully disarm that enemy. Does not work well on powerful enemies. EX surrender, look at this. Immediately takes out a frightened enemy. With the EX gauge charge, approach a frightened enemy and then press Y. Okay. Gorilla Pimp Gaming Big says, I never thought I'd actually like the game, but watching you play it, now I like it, and unfortunately it's not on Game Pass. That's right. It's not out for PC either, it's just consoles right now. That's correct. Okay. That didn't work. That worked. Duria. You heard him? He said Duria. What the fuck is he doing? I just got a guard in general. 3 more times. Okay. One more, and then I can beat them up so they get scared. Okay. Whoa, that was nice. Here it is. Oh! Actually, he wasn't scared, but now others might be. Damn, that was sick. You still not scared? Jesus, what makes you scared? I like that combo, but I'm not getting them scared. Maybe I have to enable the EX meter. There we go. Oh, there we go, here we go. This one. Surrender! Okay. An achievement, merciful. Dude, look at the tosses! Whoa, whoa! Yo, that's crazy. Whoa! Oh, running punt. Slam. Stomp to finish. That's a cool style. I definitely like that. I like that style. Tossing them all around is really cool.
That stinks like a bitch!
For fuck's sake. These guys are monsters.
Ha
Yo.
They're monsters.
Was that Aikido just now? Oh, don't tell me you've been training at a secret dojo or something.
Just more of my own thing, really. Figured I'd find a way to hold back for punks like them. Here, this came from one of those kids. Your call what to do with it.
You really didn't have to. But thank you.
You've befriended the locals.
Those were students from Serio High. You'd think private school kids would be better behaved. but they're just as immature.
They look like a bunch of entitled brats.
They'd learn some manners the hard way in Kamurocho.
Well, we've got our fair share of unsavory types. The Yakuza, not to mention those Yokohama Liomang gangsters. Those kids wouldn't dare to mess with them.
So they're selective about their targets.
Yes, they'll only harass you if they think they'll get away with it.
Think they'll be back for more?
I certainly hope not. Anyway, I sure am glad you stopped by. Come to think of it, you're the only ones who've ever intervened. I take it you're not from around here?
Yeah, but we might end up staying. For a while at least. Ever hear of a detective agency called Yokohama 99? We were on our way there right now.
I'm afraid that doesn't ring a bell.
That's alright. If anything, we should get going.
Sure. Oh, but before that, please take this with you. Consider it a token of my gratitude.
Wristbands, your first piece of equipment in the game. About gear. Wearing gear can help you bolster your defense, mitigate status ailments, and enhance exploration and more. Gear can be obtained from shops, minigames, and certain side cases, so take a look around town and see what you can find. How to equip gear, open the menu, and there's a gear tab with the thumbsticks in the items app. There's tops, bottoms, accessories, and skateboards. Okay, there's skateboards, but you can't equip two of the same item. Alright. Let's see here. So where is the items app? Items. Ooh, what the fuck? Oh, a little jumpy there. The thumbstick's just a little bit jumpy. I didn't mean to do that, that's for sure. Okay, so... Oops. Derek says, when I saw Karate Kid 2010 with Jaden Smith, Jackie Chan beat up the students, they got scared, they ran away. I've never seen that one, but I think the same thing happened in the original one. So, disguises, gear, accessory? Yes, wristband accessory, attack plus 3%. There we go. Skateboard? I don't have a skateboard. Okay. Skills. I currently have 1,850. I can get a health boost. Boost. I don't know what this means. Boost grip? Maybe it means like you can hold an enemy or something when you grab them. I'm not sure. Boost your EX gauge. It charges faster. Okay. We get that. Leapfrog strike. Breakfall attempt. Leapfrog over an enemy and then attack. Taunt a downed enemy to charge the EX gauge. Works better than a normal taunt. Right bumper and left thumbstick down. Or no, I should click it in, it says. Click it in. Verge of Death's Fighting Spirit. The EX gauge gradually charges while your health is low. So that's in general. Then you got the specific styles. Oh god, there's so much. As usual, it's super complex. Gain the chance to stun enemies on X throws. A swift attack for a quick step that may stun the enemy. Press A and then X. I guess I'll save up for now. When you're holding an enemy, press left bumper to grab their neck. Use them as a human shield against guns. Jeez, there's so much. There's so much to the game, but I think we'll just save for now and continue on. Snow Carl, thank you. I saw your tip. Your tip has nothing to do with the stream and is incredibly derailing to what we're doing, so I'm not going to read it. Just like it says pinned to the top of the stream. I don't know why you don't understand that. We're not talking about bullshit today. We're having fun with a new game. So please don't do that. But thank you for the tip. Okay. Alright. Let's continue on.
What is it?
Looks like they're right around the corner here, actually.
Too fast.
Right here? Aqua? Can you go in here? No. No. The heck? How the hell do we get into this? Here it is. Okay.
Yokohama 99. Yeah, that's the place.
Whoa, not too shabby, guys.
Okay. JT just did a super chat. Says, what's up, dude? What's going on, JT? Good to see you. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that.
Yo.
Ah, if it isn't the man of the hour, Yagami-shi.
He didn't talk that much in the first game, so it's funny to hear him talking now, and he's a fully voice-acted character.
Gentlemen, welcome. How are you?
This guy. First, he falls off the radar. Now he's got this sweet office. Little shit.
You're still quick as a thief. Maybe a little quicker, actually.
Well, I'd say thief isn't very fair.
It was stealing.
Oh, come on. You know I wasn't doing it to line my own pockets, right? We took from the powerful and gave to the powerless. It was altruism. And it's all in the past now, so let's just leave it at that.
Fumiya Sugiura. They call him Sugiura.
The place is nice.
Or Sugira.
It's kind of familiar, even.
It should be. You're our inspiration, Yagami Detective Agency. You guys are the goal.
For sure. So, how about you guys take a load off? If you're ready, I'll give you guys the briefing.
Say what? A briefing, man?
Let him go over what we know.
I've actually got an agenda for today's meeting, too.
An agenda?
Just roll with it. Give him a chance. All the detective talk has made him go a little overboard. I'm sure it'll work itself out.
It's all good. Imitation really is the sincerest form of flattery.
It's so weird because he really wasn't like a huge character who talked and had roles like this in the first game. He was someone who helped you on certain missions. But
we've been seeing a major upward trend with these kinds of cases. What do you think? Care to take a wild guess?
I'll give you a hint. It's not a problem you'd find in Kamurocho.
So, it's specific to Yokohama?
I know. It's gang warfare. The outfits running Chinatown are at each other's throats, and you guys sort out the aftermath.
Well, we did just hear about the Yokohama Liumang. They're a gang, right?
Yeah, the Yokohama Liu, whatever. They're stirring up shit as we speak.
Actually, we haven't run into any gang-related activity at all. No, what we're dealing with isn't so conspicuous. I'll just tell you, it's bullying.
Bullying?
Sometimes parents ask us for evidence to prove their child was bullied. Fairly often, they want these bullies taken to court immediately.
Whoa, court?
They also want to hold the schools accountable. But none of that happens without solid proof.
So, wait a minute. In Japan, bullying is illegal. And if you do it, you can actually get the school into trouble? Really? Because let me tell you something. In the United States, bullying was rampant. And schools do jack diddly shit about it. They just don't care. You complain, they'll bring the kids in, and then it'll continue anyway. Like, they don't do anything about it. They should, but it's always been rampant in the United States. Every school I ever went to, there was rampant bullying everywhere. So that's, I had no idea that in Japan, they've outlawed it, and now they have laws against it and stuff. That's pretty crazy.
How old are these kids?
Most of them are in middle school. Research shows that boys at that age experience a sudden spike in testosterone. This leads to outbursts to assert dominance, compounded by the irrationality of an immature brain. Scientifically, this potent mix of impulses often manifests as bullying.
Yeah, I call that puberty.
But that would apply specifically to boys, right? You're getting cases with girls involved too, aren't you?
With girls, it's more likely rooted in oxytocin, a brain hormone that also has links to bullying. See, oxytocin fosters feelings of attachment, regardless of your gender. For instance, scientists have observed that a mother's oxytocin levels surge when looking at her child.
Then it's not always a bad thing, is what you're saying.
Indeed. Did you know it was oxytocin that enabled cooperation among our primitive ancestors? Ancient matriarchs were particularly vulnerable during childbirth, thus requiring communal support. So you could kind of say the survival and reproduction of our species was largely oxytocin at work. After
Okay.
all, raising a child in the wilderness would have been impossible alone.
By the way, shout out to an anonymous $2 tipper who said glasses time. So indeed, the glasses are on. We did hit the first tips goal of the stream. FYI, we will be going on break in just about 5-10 minutes, just so everybody knows. Okay? All right.
However, this intense social need bore a dark side. Individuals who failed to contribute were shunned and eventually condemned. Let's say there was a villager who never put in his fair share. All he did was eat the crops. If that became the norm, nobody would work until the village was on the brink of starvation.
True.
And by then, it'd be too late.
Precisely. That's why these offenders were punished. Primitive as it was, punishment equated to justice, a necessary measure for society's greater good. And societies with a stricter sense of justice were the ones who endured in the long run. To put this into focus, these people are our direct ancestors.
So from a science perspective, modern-day bullying is just primitive?
More like it's hardwired into our nature.
Hormones are fucked up, huh?
I wouldn't chalk it up to just that. However, we humans do tend to reject what's foreign to us. Whether we're socially awkward or simply misunderstood, those who don't conform are ostracized. That's how it's been since time immemorial. The misfits of civilization are deserving of punishment. All over the world, no matter where or when.
This is all reference material related to bullying. Oh my god, he read like a library of books.
Looks like you guys have been doing your homework.
Tsukumo-kun's the one hitting the books. I'm more in charge of the field work.
Makes sense.
If he's reading this much, the bullying problem really must be getting bad.
Here's another fun fact while we're at it. An act of betrayal also increases the human urge to punish the offender. In those cases, the act of punishment floods the brain with dopamine, triggering an instant rush of pleasure. In other words, serving justice can feel just as good as eating or having sex.
Sure, but that's where we have to draw the line. Justice can't be twisted into joy, or it stops serving its purpose.
Very perceptive, Yagami-shi.
So, back to reality.
By the way, shout out to Kevin who did another super chat, and he says, sounds familiar, makes you think.
What's this big case that
Thank
needs
you.
all the manpower?
Ah, yes. Our client is the chairman of a private school. He wants us to scour the campus for any and all instances of bullying, leaving no stone unturned. That said, he also requires us to be discreet.
How big is this school?
Let's see, there are 6 classes per grade, making 18 in total. So approximately 600 students. Given that, Sugiurashi and I couldn't possibly vet them alone.
We'll be meeting the chairman at a restaurant tonight to lay out the specifics. How about the two of you come join us? We could use the help.
Man, for a couple of rookies, you sure have it together.
You guys are free until dinner. Oh, we already made the reservations in Chinatown, by the way. Think of it as a little welcoming party.
Ah, that's what they wanted.
The restaurant's name is Kyoinro. If you could meet us there, that'd be great.
Sure. You didn't have to do that.
Okay. Now it sounds like we'll be able to wander around a little bit, maybe do some side content for the first time, perhaps, before we go to the restaurant. Perhaps, I guess. Yeah, see, make yourself a home. So now is there side content? Let's find out. Let's hook a left and see if there's side content down here. There's still none. What the hell? There's still none. It has the green dialogue balloons, but there's nothing to do, right? It's so weird. A different kind of arcade. Sasaki Arcade. See that? By the way, isn't this the job? It is. This is where you change jobs in Yakuza 7. It's blocked off in this game. Look. But that's the job center where you change jobs in Yakuza 7 right there. So it's the same map from Yakuza, which is cool. They're reusing the maps and stuff. Some of the roads are blocked. You can't go down them. Was I bullied in school? Of course I was. I told you guys really bad, too. Like, the first 2 years of high school, I was bullied intensely by people. Like, really badly. I had all my shit ripped and stolen or busted. It was pretty fucked up. Ha! Yep, here's the second floor of the garage. Yep. He's too fast, he's complaining. Here's the river. Oh, the statue is down there? The Kappa statue? Do they have the Kappas? They still have the Kappas. I don't think there's a mission to do anything with them. Why is that guy... Oh, it's my teammate. I was like, why is that guy running? Oh, it's my teammate. This is where you would meet the guy, the hobo, and you would do the street races to grab the cans and stuff. Remember that? Mysterious mushroom. Oh, shit. Ah! Get up. Damn, that's sweet. That's a sweet style. So is that the Kappa statue right there? It is. What happens if you take a picture? You can't. Oh, wait. Activate gadget? Nothing. Nothing but an enemy just saw us. Oh, crap. So in this game, there's no loading for the fighting. You just go right into the fights. Bitch. Oh, beautiful. Oh, he didn't hit him. He made him pass out instead. That's funny. He made the guy pass out by fooling him.
Really, guys?
Wow. That's all. That's completely awesome. I really like that. So the snake style will be a style where you don't actually hit the people. That's interesting. See you later, Derek. He said I won't be tonight for Kenna, but he was happy to be here for the premiere of Lost Dungeon. Me too. I'm glad you were here, man. Thanks for chilling with me. I wish I could throw him into the river. That'd be great. Oh, sliding knee. That was cool. Otake. Oh, pocket tissues. One of the favorite items of this franchise. Pocket tissues.
And stay down.
Okay. So what was this? I was trying to pick it up. What is it? Examine? A. A dropped item? Someone might have dropped this. Try to seek out the owners of any lost items you found. They'll be nearby looking concerned. Try reuniting them? Maybe this guy right here?
Excuse me.
I think you dropped this. That's my lighter. Fantastic. I can't smoke cigarette butts. I couldn't even smoke cigarette butts without this. I got a bronze plate reward. Look at that. Alright. Alright, well, let's save. And continue. Well, I don't know where the side content is. For some reason, it doesn't seem like you can do any of it yet. Maybe we're just too early on in the game. I guess we'll have to figure it out. Okay.